This is the weirdest thing that has ever happened to me. Hello, CryoDog here. Going to share with you my user experience with the UDI U818A Quadcopter. Now, I've had the UDI Quadcopter since Thursday afternoon. So I've had it for a couple days now, and I've been playing around with it in the house, trying to get the feel for the controls and that kind of thing, and just reading up on it in the manual and watching some YouTube videos on it. And so Saturday morning, 2 days later, I decided to take the quadcopter, which up until that point has been freaking awesome and amazing. Loved every second of time that I spent with it, and sounds kind of emotional, doesn't it? But no, I had fun with it, and it had a lot of cool features. A camera built into it, or built onto it rather. I put my 32 gig SD card from my GoPro camera in there to be able to capture a lot more video and pictures. And the whole plan was to take it out to this field behind my apartment building and take some footage from the air, some photos, and do some tricks. Just try to get familiar with the quadcopter in an open area, and just fly it around, see what all it can do. And I did do that. Did quite a bit of flying, took some video, took a lot of pictures, did some tricks, just getting used to it. I had to adjust the trim on it to get it to keep its to keep from drifting left or right when it would take off. And got familiar with the controls and how to do the throttle, kind of ease it off and to land a little softer. I did crash it a lot as well. Actually, I crashed it a whole lot, which was surprisingly, the quadcopter didn't break. I mean, it's very durable. The body is flexible. It didn't warp it, dent it, break it, crack it, or anything. There was one blade that kind of got a little bent, but I straightened it back out, and just like new, not a problem. So I probably flew it for like 8 minutes for the first battery. I had 3 batteries, and then I swapped the battery out, adjusted the trim, and was flying it some more. And I was really impressed with how it maneuvered, how it responded. Just the overall experience was really good. I really enjoyed it. The controller or transmitter was very nice, easy to work. And then disaster. This is the weirdest thing that has ever happened to me, and I still don't know what happened. But so my last flight, when I was in the field, let me just bring up a visual presentation of that, or representation of that. Okay, so this is my apartment building. Let me just make it bigger. So I was right in here, and this is a rock pile. It's not a very big rock pile, but it's kind of a mound. I would say maybe 3 feet tall, not very tall, and that's probably stretching. It's probably closer to 2. So this is a little car wash spot. You can put your car in there and spray it off with a hose. This is like a water drain, another water drain. This is some kind of electrical facility, for the apartment complex. There's signs on the fencing that says federal offense if you tamper with this whatever's in there, I guess. So that's what that is. And then all of this over here is just grass, dirt, nothing, field, it's empty. So I'm over right in here somewhere, and I'm flying the quadcopter, and the quadcopter's right over in here somewhere in the air. And so it starts to get, kind of far away, so it's getting close to the road, so I cut off the throttle and let it kind of drift down to land. And so I see it come down, like right in here somewhere, no further than here. It was somewhere around in here. So I'm walking, coming this way, going up over the mound, and I get to the mound. And I look down for like a second. Then I look back up, and I don't see the quadcopter anymore. There's no one else around. The closest person is a mailman, and he's in his truck over here somewhere, putting mail in the mailboxes. And this is like 10:30-ish in the morning, a.m. There's no one else around. I spent an hour looking here, here, I was all over the place looking for this quadcopter. I could not find the damn quadcopter. So I called a friend. Now this thing is pretty big. How the hell do you lose something that big and it just vanish? So okay, we did some looking. We thought, well, maybe it went down the drain. So we looked down in the drain. We can see fine down in the drain. There's no quadcopter in the drain. So okay, well maybe it flew and landed inside the fence area. It just looked like it landed here from where I was viewing it from, but maybe it actually landed here. No, we were able to look under the fence, over the fence, inside, around this, whatever this thing is here. We could see all around in there, and there's a gap between the fence and the concrete slab there. It's not in there. There's no way it could have gotten under that thing because it's solid all the way around. I don't know what the hell happened, but the quadcopter is not there. There was no one else around. I was the only one in this field. This is like a school day. This is like it's a Friday morning, actually. Not Saturday, Friday, because the kids were still in school. So I've had friends, we combed, scoured, we were looking all over, everywhere here. We even looked across the street here. Behind the mailbox building, the damn thing is nowhere to be found. So, and I tried turning on the throttle to try to sync it up with the transmitter. Evidently, wherever it's at, the battery has popped out, because that happened several times when I was flying. When I would do tricks, the force of the trick would push the battery out of its little compartment. So I'm figuring the battery came loose and it's not responding. So we spent probably 2 to 3 hours yesterday looking for this damn quadcopter. It's nowhere to be found. Don't know what happened to it. No one's seen it. I don't know how, from this much of a distance, how it disappeared just looking down 1 second, because it was right in here when I last saw it, right in here. I would say probably more as right here, Now this is like a ditch right here. But I looked all in that ditch. It's nothing. So I spent yesterday pretty frustrated because for one, it had my 32 gig memory card. I had just got the quadcopter. I hadn't even had it 2 days. I lost it. So all I've got left is 2 batteries and the transmitter and the box. So I'm thinking I'll probably sell the transmitter and the batteries on eBay or something. And now I've got my own a DJI FC40 Phantom. A lot more expensive than what I paid for the UDI, which was about $75. The DJI is about $500. But I really want to get into this aerial footage stuff, aerial video photography. You know, there's so much you can do with this thing. It's just crazy. But this is the weirdest freaking thing that has ever freaking happened to me. Never has anything just vanished. I don't, there's no explanation for it. There's no one else around. I was the only one out there. I never left. I don't know. Strangest thing ever. Any suggestions as to what have happened, please leave those below. And thanks for watching this video and just listening to me rant about my first experience with the UDI U818A. If I could find a used one pretty cheap, I would probably buy it again. But I think I'm just gonna get the DJI, or try to get the DJI FC40. Have a good day.